New tonight, two people with nearly a dozen warrants out for their arrests are now in custody after police noticed some suspicious behavior in Hadley. According to police, on Friday, an officer noticed a car without a registration sticker circling a parking lot at the Mountain Farms Mall. Police noticed this as suspicious behavior based on previous shoplifting investigations. Officers pulled the car over and determined the people inside were providing fake names. Two suspects then got out of the car and ran from police. After a quick chase, a man identified as 39-year-old Joseph Felsentreger from Holyoke was found inside the Hampshire Mall, and a woman identified as 40-year-old Jill Evans was found hiding in a business nearby. Police discovered between the two of them, they had 11 active warrants out for their arrests. They were detained and booked at the police station.